Bonjour from Paris. I met a friend in the area this afternoon and I came to check on the Seine River. It's been flooding and it's getting really high. Do you know where I'm standing right now? Look at this guy. Talk about wet feet. Yeah, the sun is really high and it's getting higher. It's very windy. I hope you can hear me. Bonjour, bonjour. I am standing on the tip of the beautiful Ile Saint Louis, the smaller of the two islands. The other day I live streamed just a week ago from the larger island on the other side, the one we're looking at right now. And do you recognize this gentleman? Do you see who this is? You got me. You got me doing my thing. Look, friends. Look who's here.
Oh, that's a really nice picture.
Thank you. I can't wait to see it.
Hello, everybody.
This is Oliver G, the Earful Tower. My friend Oliver G.
How are you, everybody?
Hopefully they're not as cold as we are.
Have you showed the... Can I give a tip?
Yes.
If you want to take a nice picture of Paris,
Yes.
stand up there, get this landscape.
We should do that. I'll do that before I go. Thank you for the tip. Now, Oliver. Yes, it's Oliver. I see questions. Oliver? Yes, it is Oliver. Take off the mask for a second so they can see it really is you. It is Oliver. No kidding, it is. That's funny. So, Oliver, how come you know the best places to take pictures from on the island so well, I wonder?
Because I'm very fortunate. When you're filming, you can take photos, right?
Yes, you can.
I'm very fortunate that I happen to be based on this island for
Yes.
this whole month of February, and I'm a little bit addicted to the flood. It's a weird thing. No one's getting hurt. It's a natural phenomenon, and I'm out here all the time monitoring it. Did you show the?
I did. Our friend the lamppost, and I'm sure they've all listened to your podcast by now. But the new episode is amazing.
Yes. But for those who don't know, it's a podcast about Paris, the Earful Tower. We're not sponsoring each other.
No, not at all. We're just mentioning that's what you do with friends.
That's what I do. And
Yeah?
I did an episode about like the present and the past. And I think you've talked about. Have you talked about the 1910 floods before?
Yeah, I mentioned the 1910 flood yesterday, but I mentioned more the Zouave, the statue.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did you mention that the faire le zouave?
Faire le Zouave. I
le
told
zouave.
them about the expression faire le Zouave, which means to act up.
Well, now after you've told everyone something, I would like to try. If it's not too.
I hope they can hear you because you're not really close to me.
Unfortunately, I don't think there's one around here, but often around Paris you'll see little horizontal marks. There's not one here.
No, we don't have one here, I think.
But that mark how high the flooding water came in 1910. So if you ever walk around the river and you see 1910, that's how high it came. And it came like literally this high, where my hand is.
Show again. My camera moves, we're too slow.
It's about that high.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. That's incredible.
So, I don't know. And this, if I point over this way, that's where we just recorded another podcast episode.
Yes,
you
we
and I.
did. Yes, we did.
If
We
I
had
can point
fun.
on so anyone who listens to Véro on the show, it was about.
Yeah, we see your
there.
finger.
You think that's it?
Yeah, that's about right.
So
We have 156 people watching in just less than 5 minutes.
that's insane.
Amazing.
How did you manage that?
I didn't do anything. They were just around and my friends popped up to say hello and I bet they didn't expect to see you.
What lovely friends you have.
I do have lovely friends,
Did
including
manage
you.
to show this?
I d-
The seat? The
Well,
bench?
I did not show the bench. Look. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna make it my mission to find a 1910.
This is crazy. I did show the light that seems to be floating in the middle of the river. And we saw a little dog almost get taken away by the river earlier. That was crazy. Boy, it's windy. I'm following the Earful Tower here, doing his journalist thing, investigating. If you weren't called the Earful Tower, we could call you Clouseau.
Oh, that was cool.
Yes, I like
How
Clouseau.
long do we have? Because I can show one, but it's down that way.
Okay, let's go. We have time. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's fun. For once, I have company on a live stream. That's awesome.
Cool. Now this is my neighborhood for the past 3 days. I can point out anything that people want to know. Obviously, I'm not even remotely as knowledgeable on France as your supposed Véro.
Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind. But you do know the Ile Saint Louis very well. Your new home.
Yeah. So, can we do how much have you talked about the flood and how long it's been going and everything?
I haven't really given a lot of details about when it started. I talked mostly about the Zouave, the statue, and the history because it's important to Parisians. That's what I focused on yesterday in my post.
So, what I talked about in the podcast and what's kind of interesting about the flood at the moment is don't panic. That's the main thing. Because it does look a little bit end of the world, doesn't it?
Yes.
It's not that bad. And
It's
actually,
not. And it happens every year.
That's
So
the thing. It happens every year. Sometimes even twice
Can
a
we
year.
cross?
Sometimes it happens in summer. But the thing it's fascinating, like I said before, it's this, like, it's like, you know, like, I used to be a journalist. Oh, cool, look at this.
Yes.
I hijacked your... Hello, everybody.
now you have a microphone, dear.
This is so professional.
I know. We try. We
So I just
try.
hold it like this?
Yeah, you can hold it while you're talking. Sure.
So I used to be a journalist, and it used to be, when there was a natural disaster or something terrible, an earthquake or whatever, often people die and it happens really quickly and you're reacting really quickly. What I love about this is it's also a natural phenomenon, but it's really slow. And at the same time, Paris, well, you know, Véro, this area doesn't change ever, right?
That's true.
Like this, where we're walking right now has looked like this for hundreds of years.
Let's show them.
Yeah, you
The
didn't even
Ile
see
Saint
me.
Louis.
So this is, look, besides those cars, this is what it would have looked like always, right?
Yep.
But now the whole setting is changing with the flood, and I find it particularly fascinating. I just
Look how high it is.
So can people, if I point again with my,
Here, get in front of the.
right there used to be a road,
Yep.
became as like a sidewalk where people rollerblade and skateboard, and now it's literally underwater.
It was called La Voie Georges Pompidou.
Ooh.
And it was built in the 60s, and it was an eyesore and covered, like filled with cars. And it took a lot of work to be able to turn it into a pedestrian-friendly area. But now it's underwater, indeed.
Didn't Pompidou name everything after himself?
I don't know if it was him who decided to do that, but a lot of things were done during his presidency that Parisians did regret, like tearing down Les Halles. Remember the food market?
When did he tear it down, by the way?
It was the late 60s, early 70s.
Okay. I want to do a podcast one day interviewing someone who remembers it.
Actually, you know, I love that story, but the culprit was de Gaulle. De Gaulle is the one who decided to get rid of Les Halles. It wasn't Pompidou, he came after.
Presidential history with
Yeah.
Véro.
There you go.
Have you seen this?
I'm showing it. Is that what you want me to show?
Do you want me to try and zoom? Are your hands cold?
Yeah.
Okay, can we see, firstly, those feet there without the head of the whatever was above it, right?
Yeah.
And then above the street name it says Rue de la Femme sans
Let's go
test.
see the...
But like tête, right?
That, yeah, but it spelled it like they did in the Middle Ages. Test.
So do you think...
T-E-S-T-E.
So I always wonder if it's a coincidence that she doesn't have a head up there.
Ha! Good question.
I'm
Test
full of good
and
questions with
it,
no
you know,
answers.
she's lost more than her head, to be fair, Oliver.
Yeah.
She's lost half her body.
Yeah.
So...
In the flood of 1910 maybe.
Yeah, but you know, hey, something funny about the French language. Look, you see test, T-E-S-T-E.
Yep.
When a word was spelled like that, it was in the modern French language, the E would have the little hat on it.
Sure.
So you see that in a lot of old words, huh?
And
So
it-
test,
Well,
that's
someone
the old...
told me that when you got that little hat,
Yeah,
that if you put an S there, you can kind of figure out what it is, like pasta,
exactly.
hotel,
That's a good
hostel,
tip. Yeah.
host.
Hotel, hostel. So the S used to be there, and then they replaced it with the accent, roughly. Which way do we want to go?
We want to go forward. And we
Forward.
Go, in about 100 meters, there's a sign.
This side or that side? Probably better that
Let's walk
side.
on this side, and everyone's going
We
to be
have
really underwhelmed.
we have 194 people.
Guys, tell 6 of your friends to come join us because this is the first time that Véro and I have ever been on a on a live walk together, despite talking about it for about 2 years.
Several years.
Yeah. I love that you got this little fluffy microphone.
I know it. It's great. It's supposed to help with the wind. That's what they tell me.
If I could tell people what I like about this this island is, you'll know who these people are. I don't often. Every building seems to have a in memorial sign.
Camille Claudel. Well, the truck conveniently just parked where the plaque for Camille Claudel, the talented sculptor who was Rodin's mistress for a really long time, and it didn't. Well, let's just say the story didn't end very well for her.
Oh wait.
Yeah, it's a sad story, Camille Claudel, but she was a very talented sculptor.
But you can see it as we walk. Every single.
You have a plaque on almost every building.
There's one on every one on this. Look, you can see. Look, from where we're standing, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So there's a lot
5.
to be learned, basically.
Yeah, except I walk around. I didn't know the people. You know all the people.
Well, no, I don't know all the people, but but there's one I don't know. I take a photo and then I look him up or look her up, and that's how I learn.
Émile Bernard.
Regarde. And you know what? They're so cool because they tell you about them. See, they give you the dates and they tell you this man created, holy moly, what did he create? Created the synthétisme initiateur. This is complicated.
Yeah, see.
We're not going to translate that.
No. The creator of the synthesizer, maybe.
Yeah, he created the synthesizer. Yeah. I don't think
They're
so.
boring ones.
Yeah, it's like,
you know, on the other side is Marie Curie and Pompidou himself.
Ah, okay, so if Pompidou, because Pompidou had a beautiful apartment.
Don't show that.
What is it?
Do not show
that. Oh gosh, no, we won't show that.
It wasn't that bad, folks, but you did not want to see it.
Beautiful facades. I'm trying to show some facades.
Show this.
Oh yeah. Who wants to get their feet wet? Who wants to get their feet? Oh, somebody left a book. What were they studying?
Maybe it.
Cours d'allemand. Well, there you go. Somebody was learning German and decided it was too challenging and left the book.
Threw it over the edge.
Okay, well, German is a challenging language.
So, you should be walking on the high bit and I should be walking on the low bit.
You think
and
so?
It's gentlemanly to be walking on the side.
Oh, you're such a gent.
There you go.
Thank you. 225 viewers, Oliver.
So the people who've... I don't want to tangle you up either. Whoa, Véro, okay, so what? The people who
and
just
he strangled her with a microphone cord.
The people who just joined, I'm hijacking Véro to show her.
No. This is fun. This is great fun.
Okay, well, we're going to go and see a marking of where the river reached in the 1910 floods. And if you have... Maybe we should show the view there. Because you can see, look at that. You can see all the
that's beautiful.
debris
well done.
If you go a little bit forward this way.
This one, here's the debris. Yep. Look at that, my friends. They say you're such a gentleman, Oliver.
Oh, guys. You're so friendly. But you can see if you look over...
Look how muddy it is.
Do you mind if I zoom on
No, I don't. Go.
Our hands are really cold. Yeah, I can't
But
do
see,
it because
that's
my
when
hands
you're
are cold.
Yeah, that's why I don't touch it, because...
Yeah, if you... Oh, it's really cold.
What do you want to show?
There's big bits of wood.
Drifting?
Yeah, there you go.
Whoop.
There you go. You can kind of see that things are coming in.
Yeah, there are things drifting in the river. You can kind of see them.
But yeah, maybe the big view is better.
Yeah,
Fun fact, Hotel de Ville, my favorite building in Paris.
Over there, yeah.
Yep.
Over there.
I think it's so beautiful. I went and took pictures of it today. Have you seen the knights or whatever they are standing on the top? Are all a little bit...
Yeah.
What's that all about?
I don't know.
No, me neither.
I don't know. I saw a movie there 2 summers ago.
You saw a movie?
Yes, an old movie from the 40s that they played for the celebration, the anniversary of the liberation of Paris, remember? And Anne Hidalgo opened one of the big rooms at the Hotel de Ville for about 200 lucky Parisians who had to sign up by sending an email, and I was one of the happy few who got in, and I got to see this old movie that my family used to love in that beautiful environment. Thank you, Oliver, for pointing out a little gift left by a Parisian chien on the sidewalk before I stepped on it.
I think people would be surprised at how much goes on behind the scenes during one of these.
Yeah, we need to keep it real.
Yeah,
we should actually they see scaffolding on the right-hand side.
I'm going to do a terrible spoiler, but the thing I said to Véro not to show before was a dead rodent. And it wasn't just dead, it was
blown up
and disgusting.
I know, something had caught it, yeah.
So now you can see over to the left how sort of severe the flood is, really, because usually I'm going to try and point where the water level, that's never going to work. Here you go, I'm zooming again. The water level is usually
Where's your finger?
where
Oh,
my
there you go.
finger is.
Yeah, look at that. That's crazy. So it's definitely getting very angry, our old friend the Seine. Bonjour les amis, if you just joined us, this is a totally impromptu stroll with Véro, friends with Véro, obviously, since you're here, and my friend Oliver G, the Earful Tower, this gentleman who has the best podcast in Paris and has been running it for several years now. And if you haven't listened to the last episode released yesterday, I highly urge you to listen to it because it will tell you so much about the Seine and the floods on the Seine.
You know, if people haven't listened to my podcast before, I've got a really nice sort of juicy carrot to get them into it.
Yeah.
Your host, Véro, is going to be on Monday's episode. The upcoming
This
episode.
soon?
And I don't want to... Did we already reveal what we talked about?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, I'm not going to totally reveal it.
We're
but,
just babbling along. I have no idea what we've said.
What I'm going to say is Véro shines light on an unusual French
Shine light. I like
ritual.
it. Shine light.
Yeah, you shine. It's
Ooh.
the city of lights, and you're no exception. And you shone a light for me, the stupid foreigner, on a ritual that means a lot to French people, but immigrants like me don't necessarily understand. So thank you for that. I really enjoyed that episode.
Okay, good. Yeah, it was fun. Our conversation was really fun. Oh, look. This is such a fun place when it's open. They serve drinks.
What, this place? Yeah.
Yeah, I can't recognize. I mean, you hardly recognize it with this. The water is so high, it gets almost to the. It does get to the front door,
it's
doesn't
reaching
it?
You know, behind it, where I'm pointing, is where behind that building, is where I play basketball. Have you
Oh,
ever been
is
there?
that where the infamous basketball
Yeah.
court? You're right by the Philippe Auguste wall.
Exactly. Oops, sorry.
Where else can you do that, huh?
The wall.
Play basketball by a wall that was built at the
800,
end
yeah.
at
Oh
the
my
end
God.
of the 12th century.
And people are just like throwing basketball against it, not even realizing. And this, how about this?
This is magnificent.
If any of your followers know the author Cara Black, her book.
She's very well known, Cara. Yeah.
Well, then the heroine Amy Leduc lives behind that door.
Oh,
fictional
Oh,
name.
is that really where it
Yeah.
is? I did not know that.
Well, now we all do.
See, we learn. It's the Hôtel de Lausanne, of course.
So fancy. I snuck in there once
Yeah, and this
with
really
Cara.
with her, with the author.
You know what we did? Can I tell you a fun story? We did, because Amy rides a scooter around town.
Yeah.
And so Cara jumped on the back of my scooter to time how long it takes to get between places.
I think I remember that.
That feels like a
When
lifetime ago.
it didn't. Yeah, it sounds familiar though. Look at that. Oh, very high over there too. The beautiful Seine River.
You can tell by the... Maybe I'll try and zoom again, hey?
Yeah, you're good at zooming.
Those... Okay, so if you go just a little... Here, I'll help
Like
you.
so?
Yeah,
Like
stop
so?
there.
Ah!
Those birds there.
Yeah,
They're
got some.
Yeah, you got them. Those birds are sitting on a hand railing that's about hip height normally.
That's right.
And it's not just that the water's gone hip height, it's had to climb up the embankment, which is a meter or a couple of feet.
That's amazing.
Isn't it? Good shot.
Oh, Larry says this is our building.
Larry?
So what Larry said, this is our building. So I'm not sure which one he was referring
Wait,
to.
don't move. I'm trying to pinch.
Larry, are you saying that you live
There you
in the Hôtel de Lausanne?
Are you kidding?
Because
Okay,
if you do, Larry, we need the code, the digi
Oh,
code.
yeah? Oh.
We
wouldn't that
need
be
the
nice?
digi code, Larry.
Where is that thing that
So you're looking for the 1910 flood marker,
Yeah,
right? I know it's around here
it's
somewhere.
It's really close. Otherwise, we have to lap the whole island.
Yeah. What's it? Well, I mean, there is one at the conciergerie. It's not that far after
No,
all.
but there's another one up on this
Except
bridge
it's
between us.
closed.
Oh, the conciergerie. Has
This-
Larry given us the code yet? No, you
No,
can't do it publicly. That would be
no,
silly.
no. Larry won't reveal the digicode publicly on
Send
Facebook.
it privately. We'll
yeah.
go check it out after, Larry.
Instant messenger digicode, please, Larry, so we can all get inside the Hôtel de Lausanne if that's where you live.
Okay, I've seen where we're aiming for. Fine. Okay, no stress.
Oh, look at the current. This is nuts. Is it a wake from a boat or is it the current? It's
That's
the current.
Yeah,
It's the current.
Because it comes around the corner here, so it's kind of...
Oh, yeah.
Harsh.
It's a bend. I'm going to lift it up a little. I'll send it privately, says Larry.
Oh, great.
We have a deal. Thanks, Larry.
And look, this is where we're heading to. This.
Where is it? Here.
Now we made it.
Ta-da! Bravo, Oliver.
So for you guys who just joined and don't know what we've been babbling on about this whole time, this is a flood. That says flood January 1910.
So let's show them how high it was. So the river is below.
That's going to be at least like 4 or 5 meters.
At least, yeah. So the water basically came all the way to that line in 1910, the terrible flood of 1910. And just so you can picture it, the river is right here.
And you see these signs all over the place, and maybe you've seen them when you're touristing around in Paris and not realize what they're for. They're all over the place. Like not even, because the flood went beyond the banks, right? Like
Yeah.
as far as like Saint Louis train station, for example. So, fun Paris fact from Véro.
From Oliver, the specialist, the flood
You guys are
specialist.
going to get so many facts from Véro on my channel on Monday. So it's a fair trade.
It'll be fun. It's turned out to be a decent day, I must say. It's been raining so much, and you know, today is the February 2nd, La Chandeleur, when we make crepes. You know, there are a lot of traditions linked to today, but one of them says that if you have sun on February 2nd, then hopefully the winter will be short. But if it rains or if it's really cloudy on February 2nd, then you're in for 40 more days of winter. We do have clouds, but what do you think? Should we call it a sunny day though?
It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
It is.
Look at the light on those buildings.
There's sun officially right there.
Yeah.
Yep, right there. There's light. See that? Yeah, I can see it on the screen.
Everything seems right with the world, and that makes me happy.
Well, we are happy people, so it does help to stay happy, especially right now. So let's switch the camera so we can say goodbye to our friends. 279 people.
Goodness me!
Here we are. I'll do that too. No police around. Here we go. Well, friends, it was lovely to talk to you. And thank you, Oliver, for joining.
Thank you, Larry, for sending us the code for the building we're about to go into.
Yeah, I can see. You see, in French we say il a de la suite dans les idées. His mind stays focused. Very good. So Larry, yes, we do need the code, the DG code, to be able to enter that beautiful place where you stay when you come here. And Oliver and I will come back. Maybe we can film for you. It would be fun.
We'll do it.
We could.
We'll do it.
Yeah, we could do that. And I guess I'll see you soon on Saturday. Remember, I'm taking you to second episode of the Paris streetscape with Véro. And this time I'm going to your old neighborhood.
Don't tell me you're going on Rue Le Pic. Don't tell me.
Oh, you know everything. I'm going to Rue Le Pic, which is one of my favorite streets in Paris. A lively street, hopefully for you on Saturday with some rain in the forecast, but c'est la vie. So I'll see you on Saturday. It'll be at 4 p.m. Paris time. Oliver, you have the new podcast episode coming out
every Monday like clockwork. Can I say something?
Yes, you can.
I love your walks around Paris. You know why? Can I say it publicly?
Are you going to embarrass me?
Véro knows her stuff, and that's why I like it.
Merci.
She really knows her stuff. She's French, which I love as well. So many foreigners like me trying to do this stuff. This is the real deal you've got on my left. So make sure you watch all our videos.
I did not pay him to say that, believe it or not.
You and I have been...
we've been friends for a long time.
We've been watching and listening to each other's stuff for years.
Yeah.
And
we support each other on Patreon.
That's true.
We do.
Since the beginning for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
But look, you guys are onto a good thing with Véro. Keep watching her.
And keep listening to Mr. G, who will surprise us with more stories, especially now that he's got his brand new camera. A Christmas gift.
I'm more excited about this ritual you're going to explain to us on Monday's episode.
Oh, yeah, that. Well, so there'll be plenty of content to share and we'll have a great time. So friends, it was lovely to talk to you. Go back to your day. Thank you for stopping by. 287 people. Who would have thought?
I would have thought 240 max.
Max,
Yeah.
huh? 242 and a half.
But thanks for having me as well. Thanks for having me on your show.
All right. No, it was fun. Thank you, friends. See you on Saturday. À bientôt.